Welcome to Unit 1, Gender-Based Violence. This section's learning objectives are: participants will demonstrate their understanding of sex versus gender by identifying two examples of each. In their school teams, participants will elaborate their definition of gender-based violence. In their school teams, participants will describe types and possible emotional and health consequences of gender-based violence. What is gender? Gender is a set of socially constructed roles, responsibilities, behaviors, and opportunities. Gender roles and expectations are learned, change over time, and vary within and among cultures. How is gender different from sex? Sex is biological or physical features that we are born with. These features are generally unchanged, except with surgery. Sex is universal. It does not vary within or between cultures. Why is it important to distinguish gender from sex? Sex is generally unchanged. Masculine and feminine roles and expectations are learned. Gender role can create power inequalities. Gender roles and expectations can be changed at homes, schools, and other social situations. Teachers have the power to change gender-based expectations and opportunities. Now, let's check your understanding. Let's have a look at these two sets of pictures of girls and boys. Notice how they are portrayed and described. Girls are expected to play with dolls, do house chores, have and raise children when they grow up, act in a feminine way, and be super polite. They are not allowed to, or will be viewed as weird if they do, play soccer, be tomboy, be out of the house at night, be independent, or do a lot of physical activities. Meanwhile, boys are expected to be tough, concealing emotions, strict, and strong. Boys are discouraged from crying or showing emotions, doing house chores, or wearing makeup. The statements show how gender roles are socially constructed and that expectations learned in childhood tend to shape feminine and masculine behaviors, which might result in violence acts like bullying and harassment. As teachers, our challenge is to prevent and respond to these forms of violence in schools. How might gender roles impact us? Gender roles might create gender stereotypes. Gender stereotypes are broad generalizations based on assumptions about how a person should act because of what society considers to be masculine or feminine roles and attributes. However, individuals do not always conform to gender-based expectations. Gender roles vary within and among cultures. Gender roles and expectations are changing over time. No culture is static. Gender role discussion can potentially reinforce stereotypes. Gender stereotypes might lead to gender-based violence or GBV because of those facts. GBV is any act that results in or is likely to result in physical, sexual, or psychological harm or suffering against someone, boy or girl, based on gender role expectations and stereotypes. GBV that happens in location or situation related to school is known as school-related gender-based violence.